Damos un giro a la información para hablar de la película Rescate Imposible. Aquí está la querida Linet Puente, quien trae a dos de los protagonistas, Milo Ventimiglia y Ricky Whittle. Bienvenidos, welcome.
Gracias, querida.
¿Cómo estás?
Alejandro, gracias por recibirnos esta mañana. Obviamente vamos a estar haciendo un poco su show, vamos a hablar en inglés con ellos, pero van a estar haciendo la traducción simultánea para que ellos puedan hablar en su idioma y nos pueda entender la audiencia por otro lado, que tú te la sabes perfecto ya, el tema del idioma. Querido, welcome to Mexico. Thank you very much for being here with us.
Nos encanta que estén aquí con nosotros.
We already love you. Te amo. Los amamos.
Very happy to be here.
Yeah, so tell us about this movie, The Land of Bad.
Cuéntanos un poco de Rescate Imposible.
The Army Special Forces, that it's very special for the Americans.
¿Cómo hicieron estos personajes que están en la guerra?
The responsibility for you playing these characters?
¿Qué tan difícil fue interpretar a estos personajes?
We always seek to, I don't know, I say we, I'm speaking for Ricky, but as actors we seek to honor the men that we represent. In this case, playing
nos sentimos honrados de representar a la Fuerza Armada.
Make sure we looked the part, felt the part, told the story accurately as we could.
Y lo hacemos con todo respeto.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
How
Y
was
fue
for you?
un gran momento.
You're not American, right?
Tú no eres americano, ¿verdad,
The
Ricky?
funny thing about the movie is it's an American Special Forces team. Milo was the only American in the whole movie.
But the British accent is very
Milo
clear.
era el único norteamericano en esta película. Yo soy británico.
You're very British.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
But that's the fun of being an actor, you know. You get to play
Es lo increíble
other people,
de ser un actor.
and the
Puedes ser quien
voice
quiera
is
ser.
another layer of acting that I really get to enjoy. Most of my
Y ser alguien que no
most
soy,
recent projects,
realmente
or
lo
most of my
disfruto.
projects in America,
La mayoría de
I've
mis
always been
proyectos
American characters.
son en Estados
So people
Unidos.
say, oh, I love your English accent. It's so
La gente
sexy and
siempre me
exotic.
dice,
I love
me
the
encanta
English.
tu acento,
Just be American.
es muy sexy.
Milo, I've read that
Yo siempre contesto,
it's
soy
not the
americano.
purpose of the movie, but you have tried to make like or given honors to the forces. No, it's very interesting.
Yeah, my dad's a Vietnam veteran.
Okay.
Was in the service when he was in his early 20s. I nearly went to the Navy when I was 18. I've got a lot of
Mi
friends
papá
that are
estuvo en la
active duty.
Armada.
A lot of veterans
Familiares también
that
estuvieron en la
I work
Marina.
with. A lot
Siempre he
of
estado
Gold Star
familiarizado
families
con
that I
esta,
work with, so families that lost loved ones in
con la
combat.
milicia.
I do a lot of work with that community, so to play a soldier in uniform at that top tier of Army Special Forces was just
El
a great
interpretar a alguien
honor.
I read
de la
that your
milicia
father was in
de
the
Estados
Royal Air
Unidos es
Force.
un gran honor
Is
para
that
mí.
true?
Yeah, it's the same. Like Milo, there's a family connection there to the topic. My dad flew helicopters, so you
Mi
know
papá
it's
volaba
nice
helicópteros.
to
Al igual que Milo,
screen. We
he estado
screened
relacionado con la
the movie
milicia
before
de
it came
cierta
out in
forma.
theaters for the troops in California. And we know that the audience is going to love this movie. It's action-packed, roller
Sabemos
coaster
que la
thriller. It's
audiencia
got
va a amar
everything,
esta película.
especially Milo with no shirt. It's beautiful. It's my favorite
Tiene acción,
part.
tiene a
But when we
Milo.
showed the troops, it was really exciting for their responses and the fact that they loved the movie.
Y estamos
and
seguros
they
que
thought
todo
it was
mundo
authentic,
amará la
it looked
película.
right, it looked good, but also it was fun and intense and exciting. You know,
Fue emocionante, excitante filmar esta película
I know that when my
con
dad
todo el
sees this
elenco.
movie, he's going to really love it.
Y estoy seguro que cuando mi papá vea la
It's not
película,
out in the UK yet, so
la va a amar.
you're getting it before
Even
England.
before.
Even
That's-
before England, you will
that's
see
great.
it all before my dad does. So.
The
Mi papá no la ha visto
is
porque en
what,
Inglaterra se
going
estrena después.
against a terrorist group? Or how
Basically,
should,
so Ricky and I, along with Luke Hemsworth, play Army Special Forces. We're sent to somewhere bad in the
nosotros
world for a
actuamos
hostage
contra Liam
recovery
Hemsworth.
and reconnaissance.
Hacemos un gran equipo.
We have attached to our team Liam Hemsworth, who's an airman, Air Force, Joint
Y
Tactical.
hicimos un gran clic en la pantalla.
Controller, JTAC. It's funny when you get those words out.
Yeah.
You just say JTAC. But then he's speaking to Russell Crowe, Eyes in the Sky. So Eyes in the Sky, we're the boots on the ground, and we're on target.
Hicimos también
on
un gran
mission
equipo
to
con Russell Crowe.
Extract another American.
Let me put this in Spanish.
Russell
porque
Crowe
además en
es la persona que
hay que
es
decirlo,
nuestros ojos.
está Russell Crowe, Milo Ventimiglia,
El cast de la película es Russell Crowe.
Solo faltó
los
Thor
hermanos
en la
Hemsworth.
película. O sea,
Está
Luke
Ricky
Hemsworth,
Whittle,
está Liam
Milo
Hemsworth.
Ventimiglia.
O sea, realmente es un cast muy, muy grande.
Sí.
Que representa como mucha responsabilidad. Tell me about the training and that process.
Dígame sobre el entrenamiento que tuvieron que hacer para esta película.
Was it like hard for you to get
¿Fue difícil?
to prepare
¿Fue duro?
to play these characters?
Cuéntenos un poco.
It wasn't very much turnaround when we were given the scripts and then when we
No
actually
fue
got to set.
tanto entrenamiento.
It's always a fantastic opportunity when you have weeks
Es una
or months
oportunidad
to prepare, to gain weight or to lose weight.
increíble
But for this,
para perder
my
o ganar
turnaround was
peso.
2 days.
Pero
I
en
got the
esta
script
ocasión,
Friday, I met the director, Will Eubank, on Saturday,
yo soy una persona
and I
que
was
siempre ha
in
hecho
Australia
ejercicio, por lo que no me costó trabajo.
And by the time he got in Monday, myself, Luke and Liam had already been through a week and a half of weapons
Los
training.
hermanos Hemsworth y yo
Australian
sí tuvimos un entrenamiento
So
especial.
we were kind of already in it, building the team. Ricky and I had known each other for over a decade, so when he joined us, he just
El
folded
entrenamiento lo
right in,
realizamos juntos.
weapons training and
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Y fue muy divertido
How to
hacerlo.
hold the gun, how to position the gun, tactical movements, and then it was up to us after.
Además del
before
entrenamiento
filming
físico,
to
fue
hit
un
the
entrenamiento
gym,
de cómo
work on our cardio
tomar,
and weight training just to
el
maintain
equipo
our
de guerra.
fitness and our physique.
it was a very physical movie.
In both cases, you've got families,
cómo poder disparar un rifle a pesar de que no estaban cargados.
Military forces. But were you in touch in this case with soldiers, with militaries who gave you
Cuando tú
certain
hablas
kinds
con
of
personas
information,
reales que han estado
pieces of advice that you
en el
could use
ejército,
in order to work for the movie?
I mean, I've been around quite
les ayuda
different
a saber cómo
groups
comportarse
within the US
en esa
military, you know,
situación.
Army Special Forces. I have a bunch of friends that are SEALs, Navy SEALs. Have friends that are in the Marine Corps, and then others that are just.
Sí, he tenido personas cercanas que han estado
Air Force, flying jets, anything.
en el área
So
militar.
I've been around it enough to have the proficiency. Have trained enough with
Y he
different
tratado
branches of the military.
de escuchar sus
so that
consejos.
When I came to this job, it was like, oh, okay. I understand the weaponry, I understand the gear, I understand the movements.
Y siempre es interesante
but then it got
escuchar sus
dialed in
historias.
with our Australian Special Forces, Paul Kale, so it helped out.
Yesterday we were talking in the press junket about how things
Ayer
change
hablamos
after
en una entrevista que tuve con ellos
happened, in the film sets with weapons
sobre los
and
accidentes que pueden pasar en una filmación,
Do you think,
en una película de este
things
tipo.
Change after
¿Creen que
the
ahora
thing with Alec Baldwin and everything that happened with the death of the
¿Creen que ahora
Like we spoke with you yesterday.
la seguridad en el set
I
ha
don't think
cambiado?
it actually has changed.
Yeah.
I
It's
believe
always
that
been
the
Sí,
safety has
totalmente de
always been
acuerdo. La
important,
seguridad
because
ha
at the end of the day,
cambiado.
you're talking about a deadly weapon. A gun is not a toy, and even if it's
Nosotros que actuamos con armas no las tratamos como juguetes. Siempre tienen que revisarse que no estén cargadas. En cada toma, la revisan. No podemos tener esa seguridad. El equipo de filmación hace esto en cada toma. Por lo menos 2 personas revisan que no hayan balas.
It's a double check.
Esto es por seguridad de todos. Y yo como actor me aseguro de que no esté cargada.
When you have guns in your hands.
Because you've been shown that they're empty and that they're harmless, but even knowing that, it is my responsibility as an actor, the last person,
Aún viendo que están vacías, se tienen que probar. No podemos correr ningún riesgo.
You know, for me, that's just common sense. You know, you never point the gun in anyone's direction. And obviously,
Para mí es
in the movie, we
normal
do have moments
no
where
poner
guns are pointed,
el arma hacia una
but
persona.
that's the most important time when you
Siendo
make
una
sure
película
the
en
weapon
donde
is
lo tienes que
completely
hacer,
safe
me
and the
resulta
actor's completely
complicado.
safe. So I don't think it's ever changed. I just think
Pero
people
sabiendo
just
que están vacías,
made more aware of it because
me
it was
da
such
mucho
a
más confianza.
high-profile actor.
Of course.
Well, now, talking about your visit to Mexico, how do you feel being
Ahora
here?
hablando
How has it been
de su
in the
estancia en
last
México,
hours?
¿cómo han estado? ¿Les ha gustado
You're having
México?
a good time, right?
Sí, nos encanta México.
I'm never leaving. The food is so
When did
good.
you arrive?
You got in Sunday.
¿Cuándo llegaron?
I got in late Sunday night.
And
llegamos el domingo.
Here and presenting Mexico the
Everybody,
movie.
the people are so warm. The city is so warm. Everyone's beautiful.
Nos encanta México, la gente,
like Ricky, it's just
el clima nos encanta.
Incredibly full.
Wow.
Incredibly full.
Y se han sentido muy
You,
bienvenidos.
Milo. You have a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
do, yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Milo, acabas de revelar tu estrella en el Paseo de la Fama.
You haven't been there? How? And I'm
¿Cómo?
always curious
¿No lo
about
sabía,
it.
Milo? ¿En serio?
How often do you go to your star and then take pictures
¿Qué
with
tan
it
seguido
and walk on
vas
it?
a ver tu estrella
I'm curious.
There it is.
Yeah,
en el
that's
recorrido de la
right.
fama en Los
Yeah,
Ángeles?
yes.
Whereabouts is it?
It's right in front of Maya's Hollywood Shoes on Hollywood Boulevard. I believe the address
Está en una zona que visito mucho.
463
Nice.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Because I want the star outside of Hooters.
Well, Maya's Hollywood Shoes has some very tall, very clear shoes. And Maya is a wonderful human being. We've had lots of conversations.
Me encanta estar ahí, me encanta usar zapatos nuevos cuando voy.
Sometimes I'll get family or friends coming to town and be like, hey, I want to go see the star.
Ahora toda la familia y amigos que me visitan quieren ir a ver la estrella conmigo.
Particularly at certain times of day. So like, I'll go quick, we'll hop out of the car, we'll take the photo, and then we'll leave.
No me he cansado de tomar
I'm
fotos.
going on Thursday.
No me he cansado de ir. De hecho, voy el próximo jueves.
You posted
Me encanta, estoy muy contento.
That's not a small thing. That's a huge thing. That's so impressive. That's
It's
amazing.
pretty cool. I mean,
No es algo chico,
for me, I
es
remember
algo
when I
muy
got to-
importante.
when I got to
Muchas
Hollywood
felicidades.
In 1995, I was going to school in LA, and I would go up and audition around town, and I would walk the streets, and I would see all of these stars. I'm like, man, there's that great
Antes
actor,
caminaba
this great actor.
cuando era
And
joven
now,
y
like,
veía
having
todas las
one,
estrellas y
I
decía,
hope that
algún día
I
voy a tener la mía.
inspire younger
Y ha llegado el
actors,
momento de
younger
tener la mía.
artists to say,
Estoy
"Wow,
muy
I can-
contento y
I can get my
feliz.
name on a boulevard of Los Angeles and Hollywood.
Estoy
at some
muy
point,
contento
too.
de estar
Who
en
inspired
el
you
boulevard más
back
importante de Los
then?
Ángeles.
Oh man, I like seeing Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
I think Charlie Chaplin had one that I would visit. Harry Houdini.
Wow.
Las estrellas que más visito son las de Houdini y
But
la
then even
de
I've got friends that have
Charles
them, like
Chaplin.
Tony Orlando. He's a singer and like
Son
I
mis
walk
estrellas
past his all the
favoritas.
time. I'm like, Tony Orlando, we did a movie together. I'm like, Tony Orlando. I stop and I take a photo. That's the cool thing about the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You see a new name every so
gusta-
often. You stop, you take a photo, and
Me gusta
maybe for your
caminar
very
y siempre
friend, you see
encontrar
something
los
else like
nombres.
that. I
That's
saw your
so cool. So
Ricky,
cool.
plans
Estoy muy contento.
for the future, having a
Hollywood Walk of
star.
Fame.
Ricky, ¿cuáles son tus planes en el futuro? ¿En qué proyectos estás?
I want a star.
So we
Yo quiero
have
ser una
to
estrella.
work on that.
Yeah,
Do you have them in Mexico?
We're going to win it.
Well, we have a plaza.
Kind
It's
of,
kind of
Maybe we
like
can start.
Yeah.
And we can
¿Hay
be the
algo que
first
pueda
stars
hacer aquí en México?
Mexico City Walk of
Claro,
Fame.
aquí hay mucho.
I consider
Let
that
us
a
go
good
Mucho
with them.
espacio para ti.
Let's go with them.
I'll leave that with you. You're
Okay,
my girl.
perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a new plan for a visit at least because for sure that's going to happen.
Perfect.
Thank you very much for being
Thank you.
with us. And no se pierdan
Muchas gracias por estar
Rescate
con nosotros.
Imposible en los cines. Próximamente la fecha. ¿El qué? 14. El 14 ya estará en cines para que no se lo pierdan. Thank you very much. You're so nice.
Gracias.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí.
A pleasure having you here.